Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Magic the Gathering Arena with me, Victor501 Gaming. Today we're going to finally build our deck for Standard. I've been looking a lot at the meta and weighing in with what I want versus what we can do, I think, and I'm excited to show you guys what we're going to build. So, to build a deck in this is going to be part tutorial, part talk through, if you will. Letting you see the process that I go through when I build a deck. So we're going to build a deck by pressing that button there. This is Add Deck. We are actually going to go for mono black. Let's see, and we need to select the format actually. So we're building one for Standard. So we need to build mono black, and I'm really excited for it. One of the there's several cards I know are very important to this deck, and we're going to definitely be making sure we get those. I've definitely been seeing a lot of that. Being able to destroy something like that at only the loss of 2 life is really powerful. I'm looking for our Tenacious there we go, Underdog. So we're actually going to craft that up to 4, I think? Well, let's see. We may be missing some of the cards that we need, but that's okay. We'll find a way to get them. We need one of these at least. Extinguish the light. Okay. Sorry, I'm kind of getting an idea of what we have. We'll definitely want that land. Okay, so now we're going to go back and we're going to press this craft button because while there were many cards we will use in there that we passed, there are some specific cards that make this deck work that I want to use. And seeing as we have 12 rares, 4 mythics, and 29 uncommons to go through, I'm feeling like we can absolutely get the cards I'm looking for. So, let's see. I want at least 2 copies of that. Cut down is really good. There are a lot of nuisance creatures that are totally answered by that for 1 mana because they're not very big. So that's a good card to buy for mono black. We're actually probably gonna get more of these. We'll see. Sorry again, I've been feeling kind of sick lately. Everything I've been seeing plays 4 of these, and I agree with it. So we'll craft 4 of those. Let's see. We're definitely coming back with that skeleton. I just don't know how many I want right now. I'm sure we'll have enough to get it. Ooh, interesting. So this is how you get access alternate art, by the way. So you press the little planeswalker symbol above the card, and then press the sparkly symbol when you're done. Let's see. Let's see. There are so many mono black cards in this game, and I'm kind of reading through them quickly. You can pause the video and look, and if you have an idea of something else I missed and that I should have been using, please let me know in the comments. I would love to hear, because I'm sure I'm going to miss one. So I've seen every list run 4 of those, so we're definitely getting that. Okay. And then let's see. We might want to come back for that Liliana of the Veil later. I'm a really big fan. But currently, there's actually another card I'm very interested in that we need at least 4 of. And I'm trying to find it without looking it up specifically. No, let's go ahead and... we only have 4 mythic rares. You know, we have two good mythic rares here that we need. Sorin the Mirthless and Sheoldred of the Apocalypse. Cool, so that's all our mythic rares used up. Let's see. That wouldn't be a bad card either, honestly. There we go, this is what I was looking for. I want 4 of these. This card looks bonkers. So, we only have 4 rares left, and we're using 2 of them to craft our Tenacious Underdog. So we only really have 2 rares left that we're thinking about. So after that, we're going to kind of piece the deck together as best we can with what we have and the uncommon and common craftables we have. Like I said, we'll probably go add 4 of those skeletons, since now I see how much of the deck we kind of can afford. But for now, let's see what 2 rares we can find that are worth adding. Let's see. I'm kind of a fan of Braids, honestly. But I don't think many people actually play her right now. Which I don't fully understand. Maybe just because we played her in Limited. If you guys remember in Limited, she did like 10 damage and drew us like 5 cards. It was pretty ridiculous. Let's see. I kind of like this card. I don't know why that's not more popular. Maybe we'll come back for it and see if we can make it work. Yeah, there's our Braids. It will be good to get 1 or 2 of him eventually. We didn't have enough mythics this time. Oh, I know what rares we can get. If we look just at artifacts... Actually, I think we can turn off craft now. We, I believe, got this artifact in one of our episodes recently. The one I'm thinking of. There it is. Reckoner Bankbuster. So we want that plus 2 more of it. Okay, so now we have 4 of these red cards. Once we press craft all, it will finish crafting those cards for us. And we can begin building our deck earnestly. So right now we're at about... we're going to get rid of one of those. We're at 33 cards in our deck. Usually you want a little over a third of your deck to be lands. Especially when you're dealing with random number generators like we are. So I like to play about 23, I think, in our list. Maybe that's not right. Maybe I should have it up to 24, because we do play those 5 drops that you saw earlier. Let's see. So we play 4 of that. 4 of that. Okay. And we press mono black. I think we want 4 of him. And we'll just craft that up. We want those. Let's see. Probably add 1 more of those. I really like this card. Really good sideboard tech. Let's see, let's see. To be honest, I really liked Braids, so we'll just put her in there. We need the space. I kind of like Biting Palm Ninja, just for the hand control. We can cut Biting Palm Ninja if it doesn't work out for us. But I rather like the idea. Oh, we need 4 of these. I don't know why we hadn't added those yet. That was really important. And then we need 4 of the 5-drop we just bought too, that I haven't seen. Where is it? It was behind us. There it is. Oh no, we have the Invoke Despair. Let's see. We don't have our Sorin, and we don't have our Shieldred. There we go, now we're at 60. Let's look over our 60 card list real quick. So, let's see. There are multiple ways to actually view this. So this is actually your filter setting. When you're looking for cards, there are lots of different ways for you to search using these. I don't usually use them. I'm a bigger fan of going to the search bar and using commands to enter something. But, there we go. Here's the deck layout. Let's make this our deck art. Yeah, I like that. Alright, so we have 4 Cult Conscripts. Pretty good 1-drop aggro, 1-drop removal. 1-drop does probably about 4 damage. Menace is really powerful and shouldn't be underestimated. It could probably do a lot more than 4 damage. But for 1 black, that's pretty good. And we gain 2 life. Infernal Grasp is good removal, like we talked about. Tenacious Underdog is going to be a way for us to draw cards and get push damage at the end of the game. We can also offer it up to sacrifice for things like Braids, or if there's another thing we have to sacrifice for, we can do it with Tenacious Underdog very easily. Reckoner Bankbuster is another card advantage engine, basically because we're going to pay 2 and tap it for the first 3 turns. Then we get to draw 3 cards, and we'll get to create a 1/1 colorless pilot creature token with this creature cruise vehicles as though its power were 2 or greater. We'll just need that and a 1/1, or even just 2 of those. We can even just activate it again. We actually... Oh, removing a charge counter is part of the cost. I see. Okay, we can't activate it more than once when we lose its final charge counter, but that's okay. That's still 3 cards and a pilot, which makes this 4/4 very frightening. Biting Paw Ninja for hand control. Again, the Menace is pretty powerful, a form of evasion. Ninjutsu also isn't bad. Let's say if we're kind of tired of paying 2 life to lose our Tenacious Underdog, we might be able to just bounce him back to our hand using Ninjutsu. And just get to cast him regularly. I like this card. Anytime you can control graveyards and stop graveyard shenanigans, it's a good deal. And on the face of the card, it's really not bad. You get to make your opponent discard a card to target it, and it's a 3/3 for 3 that turns into a 4/4 and exiles 2 cards and makes them lose life whenever they attack. That's pretty powerful. As you saw in the limited series, and if you haven't, please go check them out. Braids the Arisen Nightmare is wonderful for looping, kind of controlling sacrifices across the board. At the end of our beginning of our end step, we can sacrifice an artifact, creature, enchantment, land, or planeswalker, basically just about any non-land permanent. And if we do, for each of those permanents, our opponent has to sacrifice 1, or they let us they lose 2 life and they let us draw a card. It's very, very powerful for each one. Soul Transfer is really good removal. It also allows you to have some kind of graveyard recursion if you want. It's kind of up to you. You can choose both if you have an artifact and an enchantment, which we both do have in certain parts. So that's something to keep in mind. And then Sheldred is one of our kind of endgame finishers. She's just huge. She kills anything she touches, and if she even just sits back on her big butt, her big creepy centipede butt, our opponent just draws themselves to death, and we kind of can even use this just pretty much repeatedly to just draw cards forever and kill them and stay alive. So Sorin's another source of card advantage and creates a decent threat. A 2/3 flying lifelink vampire is nothing to blink at. It's actually pretty decent. He comes in with 4 loyalty, which isn't too bad. He can get us a card, and in some world, there might just be a day where we actually get to use his ultimate to deal 13 damage to someone and gain 13 life, even if we don't win. That would be really fun. That would be an epic video. Invoke Despair I've seen on a lot of lists, and to be honest, it didn't really blip on my radar when I saw it at first. But because of how much I've seen it and the more I've thought about it, I think this is really powerful. We're kind of forcing the Braids interaction again, but on sorcery speed instead of at our end step. And they have to the thing is, we don't have to sacrifice, they have to sacrifice. So they have to sacrifice a creature. If they can't, they lose 2 life and I draw a card. And then we repeat the process for an enchantment and a planeswalker. So if they don't even own those cards, if we've killed all of them, this is basically says 5, deal 6 damage, draw 3 cards, which is pretty great for us. We have one Takenuma Abandoned Mire that we can use to return a creature or a planeswalker card from our graveyard to the hand. We'd probably only save that for, I want to say maybe Sheoldred, Braids, and Biting Palm Ninja, but it's still worth to have one of them in the deck. And with that, we have a completed deck, guys. I feel like we're pretty much ready to take this out on its first test drive and see how we do against someone. It's pretty close to the net deck list. We're actually missing very few cards. Definitely I would want one more Sheoldred, I think. Just looking at this. There actually was something else I saw. Let's see. I saw on some net decks, oh, what was it called? Field of Ruin? I don't know if it's going to be on MTG Arena or not. Sometimes the system lags out a little bit when you search something, but it works. I didn't see anything. Okay. Well, if you guys know if it's in here, if I just goofed that up somehow, please let me know in the comments, and I'll fix it. But Field of Ruin basically says if our opponent has 4 or more lands, we can tap it and pay 2 to sacrifice it, destroying an opponent's land, any land they have, and making them search up a basic and us a basic. Since we're a monocolored deck, that's amazing. We lose nothing. But if we're facing a multicolored deck, especially these domain decks that we're seeing all over the place right now, it can really mess up their game plan and slow them down if you take the right land out. It's something to consider. I had heard it was in the standard format. I'm not sure. I definitely haven't seen it in Arena yet, but if it is here, let me know. Again, I'll absolutely put it in. But I think that's it for now. Thanks so much for joining me, guys. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.